Hey guys, it's Deanna of Regular Ass TV, and today's video is going to be on natural hair. This video is for my ladies who are transitioning, thinking about transitioning, or who are like, you know, just did their big chop or whatever. So this is for you stage 1 naturals. Let's call you a stage 1. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to make it very clear that I am not one of those super duper power to the people. I am natural, therefore I am, you know, being natural just really isn't that deep for me right now. I know that might sound a little asshole-ish, but the reasons that I went natural was not it did not come from this spiritual movement or kind of situation. I have always liked the way that natural hair looks. I have always liked, you know, the different styles that you can do with natural hair. So I went natural for the first time when I was away at college, and the motivation behind that was kind of more so the fact that I did not have a stylist. Like, I was having issues finding a stylist back home. Then I went away to college and there wasn't nobody up there but Dominicans doing these blowouts, and I wasn't happy with my permed hair. Like, my hair would grow to a certain length and then it would just stop right there, and then it would start breaking off, and then I'd start cutting it, and then I just wasn't there for that, and I didn't have time for it, especially being away at school. I couldn't have access to a stylist that could perm my hair every couple of weeks, so I was just like, bump that, let's see where we can go with this natural hair stuff. So I'm not as wrapped up in the whole natural lifestyle that I feel like a lot of people are. A lot of people have an issue with the fact that I wear weaves more so than I wear my natural hair out, and honestly I feel like that is personal preference. I wear weaves because it is easier for me to maintain my hair that way and keep it protected than trying to do, you know, styles every day. I do not do wash and goes. My hair is too thick and it is too curly for that. If this stuff gets wet, my hair is this long. My hair does not give a fuck about me. It shrivels up and it is unmanageable. I can't get a denim brush through my hair. I can't do it. Therefore, when my hair is not in a natural style, it's in a damn weave. I'm not here for that. So for those of you who have issues with me wearing weaves, I'm sorry. It just works a lot better for me. But that aside, I'm sorry, I just had like a little come to Jesus spiritual rant moment. Transitioning itself is called that because you are transitioning from a permed state to a natural state, so that denotes that it is a process. A lot of people are not prepared for the process when they start it, or they do not completely understand what that process is. So I feel like a lot of people get all kind of, you know, anxious about it and tend to run back to perms, which is fine. Whatever works for you works for you, but this video is basically to prepare you for that process so you know what you're getting into. There are a couple of ways that you can transition. One is to just go ahead, balls to the wall, big chop, which means whatever length of hair you have, it don't matter, it's all coming off. You're getting a number 1, a Caesar, and call in a day and let your hair grow out from there. Or you could do the workup to the big chop, which is more of an actual transition where you step back from perms, relaxers, texturizers, all that kind of stuff, and let your hair grow out from the root. And once your hair has grown out, you just clip off the ends, and that takes a while. It depends on how long your hair is when you start, and it also depends on how fast your hair grows. It's a long process. The first time I transitioned when I went away to school, I probably let my hair grow out for 8 months, and at the end of 8 months my hair was probably still only like this long, and that's pretty flippin' crazy. What happened with me was I kind of just got annoyed with the 2 textures, which I'll touch on in a few minutes, a few seconds, whatever, and just cut all my shit off. Like, I literally had a moment when I was back home, looked in the mirror at a comb stuck in my hair, got pissed off, and grabbed some scissors and went. I feel like the best way to transition is to start letting your hair grow out. Go to a stylist that you trust. Start letting your hair grow out, and as you go to appointments, get a little bit of your ends cut off each time. That is the way that seems most comfortable for most women. You don't really feel as though you're losing all your hair at once. So it's a good option. But I just said that to say you don't have to just big chop. Like, you don't have to do that. But realize that it is going to be a struggle and it is going to be a lengthy process if you do it the other way. But you really should sit down and figure out what works best for you. I also think the slow continuous trims, like going and, you know, just trimming the ends and getting a style, trimming the ends, helps a lot. Especially if you have a stylist that knows what they're doing. They can wean you off of using heat, they can wean you off of your perms, and they can really do, you know, roller sets and just styles that can help you maintain your current look while still keeping your hair healthy. Something else for transitioning naturals, I feel like as you go through your transition, this will really be your go-to thing, is protective styles. Protective styles keep heat out of your hair. It keeps your hair from being damaged. It keeps you from getting a perm. It basically does all the work for you. As you transition, I cannot stress how important getting a protective style is. Protective styles range from, you know, all the way left to all the way right. You can get, you know, regular natural styles with added hair, like 2-strand twists or cornrows. And there are so many options. Like, I'll link some links below to where you can go check out natural hair galleries or protective style galleries. There are so many options, and protective styles can be professional. Don't let anyone tell you that natural hair or protective styles cannot be professional, because they can, and there are choices for everyone. A downside to transitioning would be the 2 different textures that are going to be in your hair, and this is a huge problem, a huge problem for a lot of people, because they'll say, oh, my silky soft ends and then my nappy roots. Like, there's a point where your hair meets when you're transitioning that have 2 different textures, and I call it the breaking point, because as you transition, your hair is going to start to break off. A lot of women came to me saying, oh my gosh, I'm transitioning, my hair is breaking off, what's going on? It's the 2 different styles. You cannot maintain both for long periods of time without one being like, whoop, I give up. And what normally gives up is the permed hair. Your hair will start to break off at the point where you are transitioning. Another thing about having 2 textures in your hair is that, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to know what your curls actually look like. When you have permed ends on the ends of your hair, the permed ends are heavier than the curls, and they tend to pull them and weigh them down. So your curls don't really look like what they'll normally look like once the ends are cut, if that makes any sense. If I'm not making any sense, ask questions below. I'll try to explain it a little bit better. Another downside to having 2 textures in your hair is that's also how you will get a lot of knots. A lot of women complain about how long they have to spend detangling their hair, and that is so true, and I'm so sorry for transitioners. When you have 2 textures in your hair and you wash your hair, the silkier texture, the permed ends, will wrap around themselves and wrap around the natural hair and cause a lot of knots. The easiest way to get through that is just to try to slowly detangle from the ends to the root and kind of just deal with it there. You will see a lot more shedding of your hair as you are transitioning. I feel like I'm just giving you guys reason upon reason to do the big chop, and I'm really not. I'm just really trying to let you know what the reality of transitioning is. Another thing that I want to talk to naturals, transitioning naturals about is guessing at your curls, or like trying to figure out, you know, what curl pattern or curl type you are. Oh, I'm a 1C and I'm a 4A or whatever. I clearly don't even know the letters and numbers, because I don't really believe in that. I feel like it's just a way of kind of discriminating yourself, like, oh, she has a looser curl, oh, I have a tighter curl. Where it is true, yes, some people have tighter curls, some people have looser curls, and knowing, you know, someone who has the same hair type as you is a good thing. But at the end of the day, your hair is your hair. I know people who have hair just like me, and stuff that they use just does not work on my hair. Yes, people in your type may have similar needs for their hair, but it's not like you guys are going to be exactly the same. Each person's journey and each person's hair is different. It's really just different. Another big tip for transitioners is to have a support system, whether they be naturals or not. Just have somebody who can be there for you when you're having a bad hair day, or, you know, having these thoughts of maybe going back to get a perm, because I I will tell you, when I did my first transition, I didn't have anybody there like that. And though I don't feel like, I'm going to tell you a secret, because I did some stuff that nobody really knows about. The first time I went natural, I actually put a little bit of perm on my hair for maybe about a minute and a half to 5 minutes when my hair was at a certain length to get my curls to relax some, because like I said earlier, my curls are really, really, really tight. And it worked out well. Like, I was completely happy with the results, but I feel like I did that more so, other than just being completely frustrated with my hair, I did it because I wanted my curls to be a certain way. And I feel like I felt that way because I didn't really have a support system telling me that, you know, my curls were okay and the way that my hair was fine. So having a support system to talk you down off of that creamy crack is sorry, my chair just sounded like it cracked. Creamy crack is a good thing, and just somebody to boost your confidence when you're having a I don't feel so pretty day with my natural hair or my, you know, two textures. Another good tip for that is to follow some like natural hair blogs, or maybe if you're on Instagram, some natural hair accounts, which I'll also note in the description bar below. Now, I want to make a note about what I just said about putting the perm in my hair. I feel like back then I did it for the wrong reasons, like to relax my curls, but I feel like now, like I did that for a pure like aesthetic thing. Like, I did not like that my curls were so tight, which has not changed. I do not like how tight my curls are because, like I said earlier, it makes my hair almost unmanageable unless my hair is stretched like this. If my hair is not stretched like this, if my hair dries in its natural state and shrinks up, I can't do anything about it. Like, I literally have to start over, and I still don't like that. If I did it again, which I might, I mean, each person's journey is their own. If you want to slap a little bit of perm in your hair, a texturizer in your hair to loosen up your curls, God be with you. I don't care. If you want to slap a weave in your head because you don't feel like dealing with your hair, Jesus be with you. I don't care. Like, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you don't want to be natural, put a perm in your head. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and campaign for being natural. People don't like the term natural isn't for everybody, but sometimes it's just not. Sometimes, you know, if you're a busy mom and you have this crazy hectic lifestyle and you don't have time to take care of your hair in the way that your hair needs to be tended to and taken care of, maybe natural isn't for you right now. Maybe later in life it is. Maybe being a loose natural isn't for you. Maybe you want dreadlocks. Like, do what makes you happy. Never let anybody pressure you into being natural. No one can tell you how your hair is supposed to look. Do you, boo. Because this natural hair shit or this permed hair life shit is not that deep. It's some damn hair. But what I was saying, like, about, you know, my choice to put a little bit of perm in my hair to loosen my curls, if I do it now, it's purely out of convenience, because it's not because I don't like that my curls are so tight, yes, but I don't hate the way my hair looks. I love my hair. I like the way my hair looks. I like my kinks. I like my coils, but I might at some point just need something that's a little bit more manageable, so my hair might need to be a little relaxed. Last thing I want to do is talk about a product that was definitely my best friend through my transitioning, and it was this stuff right here, Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioner. This stuff is still my best friend. I use it every time I do my hair, every time I'm styling my hair, everything. Another thing that I really liked was Trader Joe's Tingles shampoo. No, it's a conditioner. Trader Joe's Tingle Conditioner. That's what I liked, and I still like it. But really, as far as products, you kind of have to figure out what works for you and what you like and what your hair likes. I know that sounds terrible and I wish I could be more help, but everybody's hair is different. And my last little tidbit is enjoy the journey. Whatever you choose for your hair, whatever way you go to transition, whether it's big chop or the continuous cuts or losing your mind one day in a bathroom and cutting all your hair off. Just enjoy your journey. You're going to learn a lot about your patience and about the type of person you are and the type of stuff that you can put up with. And you're gonna learn a lot about other people once they see you with your natural hair, who's really your friend and who really just cares about what you look like. And the journey definitely does teach you a lot, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions about transitioning natural hair or have any requests of videos that you guys would like to see, leave it in the description bar below. All my info in the description bar? No, Deanna. In the comments section below, leave all that. In the description bar, however, will be all my contact information. And until next time, guys, bye. Guys, that's cute. I like that. It's like a little gold ring, and it looks like almost like a dandelion, and you guys wouldn't know this